That's right. Getting into the middle of the week will be the biggest impacts from the next winter storm making its way in. There is that potential for ice that could cause anywhere between road hazards to even down trees and power lines. And so, yes, power outages also possible with this upcoming storm, but we can't not talk about what's happening this morning. We have snow showers in a few spots, but also a little bit of freezing drizzle in a few areas. And that is causing a few issues on the roads out there. So if you're going to be traveling west towards Louisville or north towards Cincinnati, those are the two spots that are impacted the most at this point, and it's pretty slippery out there at times. So take it easy, especially on the bridges and overpasses. Those spots may have a little ice, but also the windshield. You may have to get out and scrape a little bit off before you head out and about. So a little extra time wouldn't be a bad idea. Now you see the precipitation wrapping up in the next couple of hours. In fact, the winter weather advisory is going to expire at 7 o'clock, and that's mainly just for the northern bluegrass. Everywhere else is not under one at this point, so it's just going to be cloud coverage, maybe a few flurries or a few drizzle showers from time to time for the rest of the day and tomorrow, but otherwise cloudy and cold. That is a certainty. Then we look towards Wednesday evening. That's when the next round of precipitation starts to get going. Scattered at first, and temperatures are at freezing or below in most areas, so you see a little bit of cold rain down south, but that mix between sleet, freezing rain, and even snow on the north end for those northern counties, becoming a little bit more widespread throughout the early morning hours of Tuesday, and then continuing for several hours throughout Thursday into Thursday evening, and then eventually all of this moisture will start to wrap up as we get into Friday morning. So we got a while to go before it wraps up. All the way throughout the day on Thursday is when the accumulations of that ice are going to be likely. So you've got anywhere between 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 of an inch possible from the two southern parkways. That's the Cumberland Parkway, that's the Hal Rogers Parkway, all the way up towards Interstate 64. If you live in between those two boundaries, you're looking at about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch of accumulation. Now that's nowhere near the 03 and 09 winter storms that brought in that ice. It was anywhere between an inch, and some areas had more than that. But still, though, pretty hazardous on the roadways out there if we do collect that 1/2 of an inch, and a few areas may get a little bit more. Sporadic power outages certainly possible, and roads becoming impassable at that point. On top of that, we've got snowfall that's going to hit anywhere from Interstate 64 up north towards the Ohio River, and that's anywhere between 1 and 3. So if you're not getting ice, you're getting snow if you're in the northern counties, and that could also cause an issue on the roadways as well. But let's talk about the exact timing. Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning, things will still be pretty good, but it's that Wednesday afternoon, evening time frame all the way throughout Thursday afternoon and even into the evening when things are still getting pretty hazardous out there. Power outages possible, that continued icing and snow falling. Thursday night into Friday morning is when we finally start to wrap everything up and conditions will have a chance to improve. But bottom line, from Wednesday evening all the way through Friday morning, it's possible that where you end up, you're probably going to hang out and not want to go anywhere. Definitely not want to get on those roads as ice is accumulating and making things very slippery. So a winter storm watch in effect as we get closer. This may turn over to a winter storm warning as we're getting closer to the event throughout the day tomorrow. Otherwise, it's waiting for Friday to get here. Finally, the precipitation taking a break. We're still going to stay cold, though. That does not change. We stay below freezing starting on Thursday. We'll go all the way through much of next week below freezing, and there is a chance for snow late in the weekend.